Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the movie Doom. This is a video game movie that stars Karl Urban and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson before they were honestly household names. Well, really Karl Urban more than The Rock. I mean, everybody knew The Rock at that point because of wrestling, but as an actor, this is one of his first few movies. And honestly, for a movie that I really had no expectations going into, like, I was really excited to watch this because I hadn't seen it in so fucking long, and I don't even know if when I was a kid I ever sat down and finished this thing because it kind of freaked me out because I was a little bit of a pussy. But I'm a big old manly man now, so of course I was able to, go through this and finish the unrated extended cut, by the way. Oh yeah, we big ballin' this bitch. But like I said, a movie that I had no expectations for actually turned out to be a really fun movie. I was actually genuinely surprised that it wasn't just The Rock and Karl Urban carrying this entire movie on their back. Like, there's actually pretty good side characters in this movie, and not every scene feels like a complete drag. I mean, the characters are pretty goddamn one note, and the, plot itself is extremely thin, but for the most part, when you think of a Doom movie, the games are pretty much just plopping you into a place and then you just kill a bunch of monsters, and on that front, this movie succeeds completely. There are some, like, exposition dump type scenes, but for the most part, they don't stick around too long and they don't really hurt the pacing that much, even though I do feel like the movie loses its footing a little bit in the second act. But ultimately, the stuff that matters with a movie that obviously is based off a video game where you shoot monsters is there. And speaking of the monsters, they actually look really good because all of them are practical from what I remember seeing. Like, there's a lot of times where they actually show the monsters and they have a layer of realism to them because they're not just a bunch of CGI blobs. They actually feel threatening and they look pretty cool when you can actually see them, because there's a lot of times where the lighting in this movie is super dark. Like in a large room with a small candle in the corner type dark. It's not really a big negative. I mean, sometimes scenes are dark or they're a little bit too dark, too bright. I don't know, issues like that happen, but I just think it's kind of a shame because the monster designs for when you see them look so good. I really like this movie, man. I mean, there was very fleeting moments of boredom. Like I said, the second act slows down a little bit, but the action overall is pretty good. It's not like top notch or anything, but it is pretty good. And you got to give a lot of credit to the cast. I mean, they are committed, man. There are some lines that are pretty goofy or cheesy, and pretty much everybody makes them work. There really wasn't a moment where necessarily, like, I just thought that was completely dumb. If anything, there were some lines that just made me chuckle, and that just enhances it for me. Overall, man, I had a really great time with this movie, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody that likes video game movies and kind of understands what they're about. You're not going to get Oscar-worthy content, but you're going to get something fun and enjoyable. And for that, like I said, man, I gotta recommend it. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to let me know what you thought, and I'll catch you later. Peace.